Well, hello from Damascus Christian School. I'm sitting out here in the courtyard on a beautiful Thursday, and in spite of the coronavirus pandemic, it's a beautiful day to be out here in God's creation. I know that many of you at home may be experiencing different feelings. You may be maybe elated that you have some time with your kids and you're enjoying that opportunity to read with them and to go on walks together and to enjoy extended family binging of different movies that you like. But for others of you, you may be thinking, I don't think we pay our teachers enough. This is really challenging. I only have 1, 2, or 3 kids at home. I do want to kind of reach out to you to touch bases with you as best I can in person. I did send an email out last couple days ago about how the school is responding to this, and just want to talk about that briefly. We do know that the governor has shut down schools effective until April 28th, which is going to create some challenges for all of us as we move forward. Know that as a school and as a school board, we do feel stewards of not only your finances and your kids, but also their education and spiritual growth here at the school. And so as a result, we've thought carefully and deliberately and have been planning for quite some time about how we may respond to this situation. I did mention in my email that this isn't a complete surprise to us. We were anticipating that this may be coming a school-wide shutdown for some length of time based on what we were hearing and seeing in other states and across the world. So I wanted to touch bases on kind of what we're looking at doing going forward here. One, we are putting together kind of a detailed schedule for instruction into the at-home application that will be upcoming in an email to you and also hopefully in a little video conference like this as well. This will kind of be a hybrid of digital and distance learning, but will also incorporate some traditional learning as well. We want to make sure as much as we can that we maintain that personal aspect of our education that we know that you as parents and as students appreciate, and that this isn't simply just a benign sharing or exchange of assignments and grading, that we do want there to be a personal connection. So as a result, some of the things that we are looking into right now is using Zoom to do a virtual classroom a couple times a week with our secondary students, using YouTube videos, recording teachers, and then posting them out there for parents to view, to be able to provide some connection and guided practice from our teachers for you parents and for your students. We also will be utilizing Google Classroom, especially for our secondary students, to provide some guidance on assignments. And luckily it's a form that a lot of our secondary students are familiar with and our teachers have already utilized. So that's the good news. A lot of these things we do have some knowledge, some experience with, and the students do as well. We're also going to have to probably be sending home some kind of packet of information on a weekly basis, or at least somewhat frequently, for our elementary kids that have the assignments that they need to do to maintain their growth academically. And the teachers will be communicating with you through email, through video, and any means that we can to make things as easy as possible and as seamless as possible for our families. We are going to actually meet right now on the 30th and 31st of March as a staff to go through some training and to discuss how we're going to implement this with fidelity. So that kind of gives you a basis of what we would like to start on April 1st. I would caution you that things are always evolving and things may change based on what the governor says. But that right now has been the plan we've been working on for about a week now. So doing a lot of crash courses and how to do Zoom, how to do Google Classroom. BJU Press has offered some great resources for us. We're trying to collect some other resources for parents, knowing that as much as we try to replicate what happens in a traditional classroom, we're not going to be able to replicate it perfectly. So we appreciate your patience and understanding as we all walk through this together. 2 is we are committed to continuing to integrate our Christian worldview in how we teach, even in this digital distance kind of learning. 3rd is we want to continue to make personal connections, and I mentioned that earlier, whether that's through video, whether it's in Zoom or just a YouTube video that we put out there, phone calls, emails. It is extremely important for us to be connecting with you and with our students as well. Number four is we want to make sure that we ensure that students are getting the classes and the academics that they need to progress forward, especially for those of our students who are thinking about graduating and getting into college next year. We are committed to making sure that you get your credits and classes that you need to go ahead and graduate. We also are going to be committed to maintaining consistent, clear, and concise communication. And this is going to take work on all of our parts. We're going to need families checking our website. I'm going to have a link up that's already kind of started that will have information about this digital distance learning experience with helpful hints, links, how to communicate with your teachers. We're also going to need students, especially our secondary students. You're going to need to be checking your Google email through the school because your teachers will be utilizing it as a platform to communicate with you for assignments and due dates. And RenWeb will continue to be a resource for families and students as well. And then we'll need parents for you to be checking not just the website, but also be checking your email, as we're going to be really reliant upon everybody here to be checking email, the website, to maintain effective communication. And I understand that we're going to make mistakes here once again, and we're going to need some patience with each other, but I know that we're going to get through this together and get through it successfully. So as we move forward here, I would like to encourage you, especially as parents, just continue to be a beacon for your kids that points to the security that we have in Christ, that as this pandemic moves throughout the world, that we don't have to live in fear because we have a hope, an eternal hope in Christ, and things that we can hold on to that give us assurance that unfortunately many people in the world don't have. So I'd encourage you to have those conversations with your kids. Just what in many ways, a fantastic opportunity we have as parents to talk to our kids about our faith and the hope that we have in Jesus. I look forward to connecting with you in the future. And if you do send me emails, I will do my best to get back to those as quickly as possible, as I am here at the school really most days at this point, trying to prepare and plan moving forward for a successful plan. And would just encourage you to also enjoy your spring break that you can now enjoy for the next week. Sorry the rain is coming back, but enjoy that time with your family. Thank you, and God bless.